FBI sought nuclear documents in search of Trump's home. Washington Post. Washington U.S. federal dealers had been searching out documents relating to nuclear guns when they raided former President Donald Trump's domestic in Florida this week, the Washington Post suggested on Thursday. It became now not clean if such files had been recovered at the previous president's Mar-a-Lago hotel in Palm Beach, the Post said. Couldn't immediately verify the record. The U.S. Justice Department requested a decide on Thursday to make public the warrant that authorized the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, after Trump, a Republican, portrayed it as political retribution. The request method the general public may want to soon analyze greater approximately what investigators had been seeking out during the unheard of seek of a former president's home. The search changed into part of an investigation into whether or not Trump illegally eliminated statistics from the White House as he left office in January 2021, a number of which the Justice Department believes are categorized. Attorney General Merrick Garland, the top law enforcement officer and an appointee of Democratic President Joe Biden, instructed an information conference that he had, in my view, authorized the hunt. The Justice Department additionally seeks to make public a redacted receipt of the objects seized. The department does not take this type of selection gently. Where viable, it's far widespread practice to trying to find less intrusive means as an alternative to a search, and to narrowly scope any seek that is undertaken, Garland said. His choice to publicly affirm the quest changed into enormously uncommon. U.S. police officers typically do no longer discuss ongoing investigations with the intention to guard humans' rights. In this case, Trump himself introduced the search in a Monday nighttime announcement. Garland mentioned the Justice Department made the request to make public the warrant in mild of the previous president's public affirmation of the hunt, the encircling instances and the huge public interest in this be counted. A source acquainted with the matter mentioned the FBI retrieved approximately 10 containers from Trump's assets all through the search. Trump became not in Florida at the time of the search. Late on Thursday, Trump called for the immediate release of documents related to the hunt. Not only will I now not oppose the discharge of documents associated with the un-American, unwarranted, and pointless raid and break-in of my domestic in Palm Beach, Florida, Mar-a-Lago, I am going a step in addition by means of encouraging the immediate launch of these papers, despite the fact that they were drawn up by means of radical left Democrats and viable destiny political combatants, who have a robust and powerful vested interest in attacking me, plenty as they have done for the final 6 years, he said on his Truth Social platform. The authorities has until 3 p.m. 1900 GMT on Friday to permit the court docket realize whether or not Trump's legal professionals will item to unsealing the warrant. The case is earlier than U.S. Magistrate Judge Bruce Reinhardt, who reviewed the warrant to make certain the Justice Department had enough in all likelihood purpose for the hunt. While seeking to U.S. the warrant, the Justice Department has no longer asked the Choose to America the sworn announcement in assist of the warrant, the contents of that can potentially encompass categorized facts. Two of Trump's legal professionals, Evan Corcoran and John Rowley, did not reply to a request for comment. In an announcement in advance on his Truth Social community, Trump stated, "My legal professionals and representatives have been cooperating completely, and superb relationships have been mounted. The authorities could have had something they desired, if we had it." Locked storage room. The unheard of search marked a great escalation in one of the many federal and state investigations Trump is dealing with from his time in office and in private organization, along with a separate one via the Justice Department right into a failed bid by Trump's allies to overturn the 2020 presidential election by submitting phony slates of electors. The research into Trump's removal of statistics began this year, after the National Archives made a referral to the department. Former archivist David Ferriero has formerly said that Trump lowered back 15 bins to the government in January 2022. The files later found some of the gadgets had been marked as labeled national protection data. A couple of months earlier than the hunt, FBI agents visited Trump's belongings to investigate packing containers in a locked garage room, according to a person acquainted with the visit. The retailers and Corcoran spent a day reviewing materials, the supply stated.